attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
Yeah, this is a team that has some talent, but they're still searching for that consistency night in and night out.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Avdia, Donovan Clingan out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's Sharp, and it's Kamare in at the 3. And for the Pistons, Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. Cade Cunningham out there with Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. And you look at these teams, Tim, both full of a lot of passion, a lot of emotion, a lot of exuberance when they're on the floor.
Yeah, I love these kind of matchups, Kevin, because you're looking at youth and you're looking at the future of the league. These guys want it, and they want it now.
And they don't seem to blink, do they? It's not too big for them.
No, absolutely unfazed by this stage.
So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. Cunningham passes to Harris. 4 on the clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Atlanta Hawks. Avdia against Robinson. Pass to Sharp. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Avdia gets the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Harris. Shoots over Grant. Harris's shot is good.
Well, that's nice. Asserting himself inside. Harris taking it right to the defense.
Pass to Kamare. Here's Grant. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
To the paint. Here's Harris. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start for them.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Tobias Harris. One shot.
And Tim, it came out this past summer that the Trailblazers were for sale.
And with the entirety of the proceeds of that sale going to charitable causes, and with franchise value skyrocketing league-wide, a lot of good is going to come from this transfer.
Now, here's Sharp. Had a tough time getting going against the Thunder. He was a non-factor in that game. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
What a finish by Sharp while taking the contact. It takes skill to win these and one opportunities.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
The free throw drops for Sharp. And after years of disappointment, the Pistons, Tim, finally seem to have put it together.
And I think the key for them has been blending in the right amount of veteran leadership with their emerging young players. And I'll tell you what, this team still has a lot more upside.
Now here is Harris. He's got 7. Off target from three-point range.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And to Avdia. Pass to Grant. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 1. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's a really nice job that time, drawing the defense in. Harris earning that whistle.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
The first one falls. And, Tim, the improvement for the Detroit Pistons keyed by acquiring veteran floor spacers. You must like that aspect, am I right?
Yeah, I love that, Kevin. The fact that they have a star offensive player and they went out and added guys that can create more space for their best player, and also they've become a great defensive team.
And we were talking about, Tim, the front office, the Blazers very pleased with their internal development.
Well, the pieces fit. They're not just young players looking to score, but you have guys who are willing to defend and make hustle plays. That's how you build a winning culture.
Launches a three, score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Here's Cunningham. From down in the low post, it goes.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
On the wing, Murray. Pass to Sharp. Puts up a three. Duran pulls it in. The Pistons have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Robinson on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Cunningham left side. Over Sharp. Cunningham's shot is off. Portland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Sharp. Duran pulls it in.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Hits the three-point bomb. Cunningham's got 5 now.
And that is a smooth release off the catch. Cunningham with great touch.
Here's Kamare. Guarded by Harris. Sharp. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Sharp's got his second bucket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
On the wing, Harris. Back to Cunningham. And he uses the glass on the layup. 7 points in the game. Trailblazers trail by 3. Pass to Sharp. Back to Abdia. Swinging the screen for Abdia. It's good.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Pistons have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Thompson surveying the floor. Here's Duran. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Avdia against Robinson. Launches it. Sharp. That's good. Sharp's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Jalen Duran.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Cunningham outside. At the elbow, it's Harris. Shoots over Kamara. Harris, no good. Portland's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Murray dishes to Abdia. Pass to Sharp. Shot clock at 6. Swinging the screen for Sharp. It's stolen by Duren. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. The Pistons working the ball around now. Now Cunningham drills the three-pointer. Cunningham's got 10 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Sharp. 8 points for him. Lets it go with the three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Jalen Duren has certainly forced him in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
Now, here's Avdia. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Pass to Klingon. Outside, Avdia. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Now, here's Cunningham. Klingon covering. You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21. Last season, his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
That's good from Cunningham. You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skills.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself, and that is the difference.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Holland comes in for Thompson, and it's LeVert in for Duncan Robinson. So, Tim, for teams off to a really slow start, there's pressure to get it together before it's too late, and there's not enough time to make it up.
Well, it's early, so teams still have time. I think some teams have been affected by injury or just slow starts by individual players. It's not too late, but you can't wait too long either.
And the basket is good.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Now, here's Cunningham. 12 points for him. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Avdia finds Klingon. Pass to Sharp. Murray for 3. He can't get it to go.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Now LeVert, defended by Sharp. Cunningham outside. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Now, here's Sharp. He's got 13.
Well, he just wanted the ball more than anybody else. That's a great rebound.
Here's Harris. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Yeah, finding a way. That's what Harris does.
Sharp, the pass to Avdia. Takes it inside. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8 Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is a part of my culture. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Allie. Avdia Following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Unloads. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pass to LeVert. Harris looking it over from outside the arc. And Klingon pulls it down.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And here's Sharp. Over Cunningham. Holland with the rebound. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside, here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Well, if Tobias Harris sees a lane to the rim, he is going to exploit it.
Sharp against Cunningham. Sharp, the pass to Murray. Avdia on the wing. Coming off 31 points last game. Swinging the screen for Sharp. That shot, no good. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Pistons. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Holland is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Jaden Ivey. And it's Jenkins in at the point guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Rupert. Still scoreless. Pass to Love. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Pistons. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Now, here's Ivey. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Cans it from downtown. Ivey's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Rupert. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Yang. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Stewart with the screen on Murray. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. And Love's got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 11-point game. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That will be their second of 6 road games for the team. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Here is Love, following the bucket by the Pistons to end the run. Portland moving the ball around. Pass to Sissoko. Portland no good that time either. Pistons leading by 13. Ivey with the bucket. Ivey's got 7 now in this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. For the Pistons, Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Ivey. Duncan Robinson comes in for Karis LeVert, and it's Cunningham in for Jenkins. Avdia, he's got 12. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Murray outside. Grant with a screen on Cunningham. Murray, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Trailblazers trail by 15. Pass to Avdia. They set the screen to stop the drought. Off the iron that time.
What a great look, but an even better contest. That's how you shut down the painted area.
And that one, good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. Avdia against Robinson. Lets the three fly, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Stewart with the screen on Murray. And a wide open look for Cunningham. A 3 off the mark.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Here's Kamare, still without a basket. Murray left side. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster when that can be as difficult as anything.
Free throw good. Murray. Harris is checked in for the Pistons. And Portland with a change here too. Klingen's checked in. And he can't hit the second.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Robinson a screen on Avdia. The tray. And Robinson that time on the assist by Cunningham. And the Pistons lead by 16.
Yeah, Cade is in command of this offense. He knows exactly where his guys are and when to get them the ball.
And it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Pass to Harris. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter. Shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Now here's Murray. Last game we saw him score 13. Grant surveying the D. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
That's a fantastic response by Grant. He was not going to allow them to hit a 3 without answering.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Avdia. Murray outside. Now Kamara. Offline with his 3. Tim, what a ride it's been for sharpshooter Duncan Robinson.
Well, there is no doubt about it, Kevin. He's the only player ever to take part in both a men's Division III and Division I championship game. Then after going undrafted, he goes on to start in the NBA Finals. He has really come a long way.
Grant. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Cunningham with it. Now Avdia defending. Thompson right side. Robinson for three. Portland grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Murray. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Off target with his three. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Outside Robinson. Thompson outside. Shoots over Grant. Hit the putback. It's good on the putback. Stewart's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Detroit making a switch here. Duran's checked in. Shaedon Sharpe's checked in for the Trailblazers. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
I just thought they looked focused all night long. At no point did they relax or take their foot off the gas.
Trailblazers trail by 18. Grant kicks to Avdia. Back to Grant. From deep. Robinson pulls it in.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
To the middle. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
And if Duran decides to go up and try to dunk that, who in this league is going to get in his way?
Cunningham against Sharpe. Clock at 6. Outside, Avdia. The three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Harris passes to Robinson. Robinson sets a screen for Cunningham. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now, here's Avdia. 15 points in the game. Grant outside. Back to Kamara. Fires the three. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Harris outside. Robinson passes to Cunningham. And the layup falls. Cunningham's got 20 points.
Well, that's why he's an all-star. When Cunningham gets going, there is no answer defensively.
Now Sharpe, 13 points in the game. It's deflected, and they get it back. Outside, Avdia. Back to Kamara. There's the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Kamara's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Cunningham against Sharpe. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham. And that's now 20 points for Tobias Harris. Cunningham against Sharpe. Pass to Klingon. Kamara with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against Oklahoma City. Over Thompson. Kamara misses.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Got that one up quick. Robinson's got 5.
And Tobias Harris is just a team-first player.
Pass to Kamare. Now, here's Grant. This one for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Was starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
Cunningham outside. In the corner, it's Robinson. Back to Cunningham. For 3, Harris. The rebound by Sharp.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. It's going to be Grant shooting. That one on Harris, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
Jeremy Grant. One shot.
And while Jeremy Grant has bounced around a bit in his career, teams really do value his combination of length and shooting. Plus, he gives you all-out effort defensively.
Now, here's Thompson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Cunningham. Duran with the screen on Sharp. And Duran slams it in.
Well, Cunningham is confident running these sets. He just knows how to break down the defense.
Grant outside. Over Harris. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there. And so it's Detroit out in front by 17 points at the end. Has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Portland Trailblazers.
Their defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy, Shaq. They've been outworked, and you gotta beat them to the basketball. That's the kind of team that you want to have. And so far, they haven't answered the bell.
And now, you know it, you love it. Time to see what fans are saying on social media. This question comes from B Smooth 94 asking, which one of you 3 is the best liar? I'll take this one, fellas. B Smooth, none of us have ever told a lie.
Ooh, he's good.
Very convincing.
See, but now I don't know whether to believe you guys, though. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Pistons leading by 17. On the floor for Portland, they've got Jeremy Grant. Avdia out there with Sharp. Then there's Klingon, and it's Kamare in at the small forward.
And you know Harris is capable of these type of outbursts. He has been a 20-point scorer in this league.
Pass to Kamare. Grant outside. He's feeling it. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Robinson dishes to Harris. Cunningham on the wing. Defended by Avdia. Basket counts.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Robinson against Avdia. Pass to Sharp. 6 to shoot. Clingan the screen for Sharp. And the 3 off target. Pistons leading by 21. Thompson outside. Now here's Duren. Clingan covering. And they call an illegal screen here. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for that game against the Hawks, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Good on the bucket. Grant's got 13.
And Grant will take these mid-range jumpers occasionally. It's a nice option for him now.
Tim, how do you look at Avdia's game?
Well, I just think he's a guy as a small forward with great size and great versatility. He does a little bit of everything on the court to help you win.
Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Cunningham. Robinson on the wing. Defended by Avdia. Here's Duren. The Pistons working the ball around now. 20 feet out. The shot's good. Cunningham's got 24.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Clingan the screen for Grant. Buries it from 3-point range. Grant's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Grant against Harris. Back to Cunningham. The rebound by Sharp.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Grant kicks to Avdia. Harris against Grant. Here's the screen. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
That's a tough combination of strength and balance there by Grant. He was able to fight through that contact and finish.
Now here is Robinson. 5 points in the game.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Sharp against Cunningham. Here's Kamare. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Thompson outside. Grant against Cunningham. Out to Thompson from beyond the arc. Here's Duren. Clingan with the block.
And at 7'2", Clingan is a huge shot blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around.
Avdia gets the bucket.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
Thompson outside. Pass to Harris. Duren with the screen on Grant. For 3, Harris. Portland grabs the miss.
It's just not his night from the 3, but this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Now Clingan. Grant outside. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Pass to Cunningham. On the wing, Harris. be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Well, you need good passing from your forwards as much as you do from your guards. These are small forwards leading the way in assists. Number 1, Deni Avdija.
He just sees the entire floor so well. And from the wing, it's that vision that enables him to penetrate and find the open man in a very crowded area.
And a small forward demonstrating a team-first mentality, it's contagious. He's not just looking for his own shot. He wants to put teammates in a position to succeed.
Yeah, well, a lot of people will say Grant's a glue guy, but I tell you, he doesn't need any glue tonight. He is doing this all by himself.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 24. Outside for Robinson. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Well, he's not having as much success shooting the ball early as he wanted, but so far, it's not hurting their team performance.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Guys, back over to you.
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now, here's Thompson, following the miss by Jeremy Grant. Pass to Robinson, trying to get something going. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Kamare's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. Here's Avdija. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Cade Cunningham.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Murray's checked in for the Trailblazers. And here is Duren. 6 points for him. Out to Harris. Duren with a screen on Grant. Harris. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here's Sean. 13 points in the game. Right wing. Shot clock at 5. Kamare misses.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Three-pointer, LeVert. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
Sharp finds Grant. There's a screen by Kamara. Portland, no good that time either. Pistons leading by 11. Now, here's LeVert. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Thompson right side. Shoots over Kamara. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by LeVert. And the Pistons lead by 13. Murray outside. Sharp sets the pick for Murray. Off target with his three. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Harris. Outside Robinson. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here's Sharp. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Asar Thompson.
We'd heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
And that one misses. Pistons leading by 11. Rob. Wide open look. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
And Jenkins kicks to Holland. Stewart passes to Jenkins. It's LeVert on the wing. Pass to Stewart. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Sissoko passes to Sharp. Here's Rupert. Inside. Here's Yang. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jalen Duren.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. Now, here's Stewart. Buried from 15 feet out. Stewart's got 6.
Anytime you get an easy shot in this league, your confidence level goes up. That's exactly what happened there.
Murray outside. Lets the 3 fly. And that one is off.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
LeVert the pass to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. .102 left in the third. Now Sharp, 17 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. They set the pick. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
Duren finds LeVert. Shot from the wing. Rebound by Murray.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
Yang passes to Sharp. Here's Rupert. Plenty of space. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's LeVert. And the shot is long. And so is Detroit, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll return shortly. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Cunningham. Holland is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Karis LeVert, and it's Ivy in at the 3. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Rupert. Yang, guarded by Stewart. It's blocked. Cunningham outside. Pass to Holland. Now, here's Ivy. He's guarded closely. To the middle. Holland, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
The Trailblazers working the ball around now. And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Sissoko for 3. Murray. Rebound, Detroit. Stewart's got 8 rebounds in this game. LeVert kicks to Ivy. Shot clock at 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Stewart misses. Trailblazers trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
LeVert with it. Pass to Cunningham. And that one drops for him. Cunningham's got 26.
Well, as a scorer, Cunningham is equally comfortable from all 3 levels.
And here's Avdia out to the wing. Here's Rupert. Yang passes to Murray. Here's Avdia. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 23 points in the game.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, and I like Cunningham from the mid-range area of the floor. It's the most difficult place for a defense to run extra traffic at you.
Here's Rupert. Avdia on the wing. Pass to Rupert. Yang, guarded by Stewart. Good.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Pistons leading by 10. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. There's a check-in for the Pistons. And a switch here also for Portland. Klingen's checked in. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. On defense, Portland. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
Now, here's Avdia. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Klingon finds Murray. 5 on the clock. Here's Avdia. LeVert grabs the miss.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Trailblazers trail by 12. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Rupert. Shoots from the line, and he hits the jump shot. Pistons leading by 10. Cunningham outside. Driving inside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Cunningham's got 32 points.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Pass to Avdia. Murray outside. Portland moving the ball around. Murray sets a screen for Klingon. Here's Avdia. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. To the inside. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Pass to Klingon. Back to Avdia. Here's Rupert to the paint. Here's Klingon. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
I tell you, not only does Klingon set sturdy screens, he knows how to make himself available for the pass.
Harris, right side. Back to Cunningham. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 4th assist in this one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. So for the Pistons, Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Asar Thompson comes in for Holland. Robinson is subbed in for Karis LeVert. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. They trail by 14. Over to the wing. Here's Kamare. The three-pointer is right on target.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Klingon with the steal. Grant outside. And the lead is down inside single digits. Grant's got 12 points in just the second half. Now, here's Cunningham. Thompson, a screen on Sharp. Here's Cunningham. And that one drops. Cunningham's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Now, here's Grant. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he's often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
And he's good on the second. Pistons leading by 10. Now Cunningham. Here's Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 5 here tonight. Avdia against Robinson. Avdia with it. Grant outside. 6 on the shot clock. Off the left rim and out.
Wait, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Cunningham outside. And that one is good. Cunningham's got 38 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Now, here's Sean. Pass to Klingon. And yes, it's good.
And what's scary about Klingon, he's still learning how to score around the rim. Donovan will only get better.
Cunningham inside. Defended by Sharp, and he gets it to go. Cunningham's got 40 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Grant outside. There's a screen by Kamara. No good from Grant. Pistons leading by 14. Harris outside. There's the lob to Duren. Klingon with the steal. Kamara with it. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Sharp. Now Grant. Lets it go from 14. Duren pulls it down.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Outside Harris. Now Cunningham. Clock at 6. Robinson outside. Knocks down the three.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Here's Kamara. Following the 3 by Detroit. Grant. Rejected by Harris.
That is great anticipation by Harris. When he's working this hard defensively, he's a difference maker.
Outside, Duren. Sharp against Cunningham. That one goes. Count it. 42 points for Cade Cunningham.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power. Here's Cunningham. Portland making their last shot. Count that bucket.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pistons.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Cade Cunningham.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Now, here's Avdia. Puts up the three. Knocks down the three. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Robinson with it. Defended by Avdia. During a screen. Off target from outside. And here are the Trailblazers now. Down by 15. Avdia against Robinson. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.